3 days later, Bernd and Dr. Porsche are on the Frankfurt-Darmstadt Autobahn. This streamlined auto union has been fitted with the engine from Bernd's Eiffel Grand Prix winning car as a publicity exercise. Ellie is here to watch Bernd's first ever record attempt. He succeeds admirably, setting 6 new records, including the flying mile at 242 miles per hour and the flying 10 miles at an astonishing 234 miles per hour. The latter is a world record. Was it hard? Asked Ellie afterwards. Bernd laughed. Hard? It was crazy, especially in the 10-mile run. I thought at one moment it was all over. I was going so fast. When you go under a bridge, for a split second, the noise of the engine completely disappears and then returns like a thunderclap when you're through. All the same, I had secretly hoped to break the 400-kilometer, 250 miles per hour mark. In July, Auto Union traveled to New York for the Vanderbilt Cup. They sail on the Bremen, and Rosemeyer and his friend Delius are quick to start some deck games. They're joined by Professor Abraham Eberhorst, Dr. Karl Feuerreisen, and Ellie Rosemeyer. Also on board is the Mercedes team, led by Rudolf Caracciola. With him is his new bride, Alice Hoffmann, who's known to everyone as Baby. They were married just 3 days ago. Bernd and Ellie Rosemeyer, however, are now an old married couple and will celebrate their 2nd wedding anniversary in a few days' time. The Bremen swimming pool is a magnet for Delius and Rosemeyer. New York, and the Queen Mary looks magnificent against the Manhattan skyline. A drive down Broadway by night is a must for the Auto Union team. Daytime, and a slight misunderstanding on Fifth Avenue before we come to St. Patrick's Cathedral. This looks familiar to our German friends, as its twin spires are modeled after those on Cologne Cathedral. Now a trip up Manhattan's west side to look at some of the great ocean liners. And then we drive out to Long Island and the circuit at Mineola. The fairground races lead us to the real thing. With its many slow corners, the 3.3-mile circuit is not popular with the European drivers, and nor are the organizers, when they postpone the race from Saturday to Monday because of rain. A fair-sized crowd is present to see Bernd Rosemeyer lead almost the entire race for Auto Union. Although Dick Seaman gives him a run for his money until his Mercedes runs out of fuel. The many tight bends on the Roosevelt Raceway take their toll on Rosemeyer's hands, and he gives them a powdering during a pit stop. Ernst von Delius is back on the team, and running in 4th place. Here is the Vanderbilt Cup. And here's the man about to win it. Bernd looks happy enough, and so he should. He's just won $20,000. Just 1 week after the Vanderbilt Cup, the King of Belgium arrives at Spa to watch the race and is introduced to Auto Union drivers Hans Stuck, Rudolf Hasse, and H.P. Muller. Mercedes are here with Lang, Kautz, and von Brauchitsch. Stuck leads from the start, followed by Lang, Hasse, and Muller. Christian Kautz gives a cameraman a fright. A pity we don't get to see his film. Lang takes the lead from Hasse, and Stuck is third. Raymond Sommer is far behind in his Alfa Romeo. Now Hasse leads, after Lang is forced to stop for new tires, and Stuck moves into 2nd place. So it's a 1-2 for Zwickau. And a first Grand Prix victory for a jubilant Rudolf Hasse. For the past 3 years, Mercedes have failed to win the German Grand Prix. And this year, they enter no fewer than 5 cars in an effort to make amends. Things look bad for them in practice, as Bernd Rosemeyer shatters his own lap record by 17 seconds, with a time of 9 minutes, 46.2 seconds. They get worse in the race, as after 3 laps, Bernd is 11 seconds ahead of Caracciola. But then the Auto Union is hit by tire troubles, forcing Bernd to make 3 stops for new rubber. This lets Caracciola and von Brauchitsch into a lead they never relinquish. And at last, Mercedes win their home Grand Prix. But the day is marred by a tragedy for Auto Union, when the very popular Ernst von Delius collides with the Mercedes of Dick Seaman. The Englishman is not badly hurt, but Delius dies in hospital that night. The German Mountain Championship used to comprise 4 events. But this year it's down to just 1, the 7.7-mile climb at Freiburg. More than 140,000 people are here to see such heroes as King of the Mountains Hans Stuck, who won his first mountain championship in 1929. Before the big stuff, the small fry, as Hans attends a children's soapbox derby. Some of the cars complete with Auto Union and Mercedes badges. Bernd Rosemeyer tries one for size. Now the 2 champions prepare for work. After 200 motorcycles and 80 sports cars have run, the Grand Prix cars get underway. Hermann Lang sets off in his Mercedes. On a damp track, he records a time of 8 minutes, 29.8 seconds. Next up is Hans Stuck, his Auto Union fitted with twin rear wheels for better grip. Hans won here for Auto Union in 1934 and 1935. But a crash during practice for the Coppa Acerbo meant that he was unable to defend his title in 1936. Bernd Rosemeyer won in his absence. Yesterday, Hans recorded 7 minutes 41 seconds in practice. But today, he can only manage 8 minutes 11 seconds. Still a superb time in the damp conditions. Now it's the turn of Rudolf Caracciola, the Rainmaster. Surely he can beat Stuck's time? But no, he records 8 minutes 17.7 seconds. So it's all down to Bernd Rosemeyer. Despite being deeply upset by the death of his friend Ernst von Delius just a week ago, Bernd drives superbly, but is just 1.8 seconds slower than Stuck, who once more becomes king of the mountains.